Hi everybody, today I would like to talk a bit about end gaining. End gaining means that you go for the end result of something, the end is the result, immediately, quickly, without considering how you do it and without considering the long-term consequences of your choice, of your action or behavior. Let's go over a few examples of end gaining in our society. Let's start with education. Children learn how to write in a very end-gaining way. We are not teaching them how to breathe freely while they learn to write. We're not teaching them how to sit nicely. They're squeezing in their pen and they're, having this narrow focus and their breath is constricted and they're sitting in these horrible chairs. Also, the chairs are super end-gaining because they're only there because they are cheap and because they're stackable, and not because they are good for the bodies of the children. Other examples of end gaining in society are the invention of technology without considering the long-term consequences. For instance, plastic, the car engine, but also in work, like impossible work targets for short-term profit, many areas like call centers, or, they're forced to end gain because of their job, basically, because they need to reach their targets. There's also a lot of end gaining in healthcare. I think doctors have very little time for their patients because they are also forced to be efficient and to work as fast as they can. But as a consequence, they give people like medicine to reduce their blood pressure or something, but they don't have time to go over people's unhelpful habits in diet or emotional health or in posture or in how they move. And of course, in our personal lives, there is also a lot of end gaining, because we are rushing, we are stressing out, we are exercising without thinking about how to exercise, and we might do something, many times without thinking about how we do it. We've created addictive products like social media, gambling, processed foods. And finally, let's talk about end gaining in the music world. Where I'm from, many people are practicing without adequate breaks. We're rushing to prepare for auditions. We're not really thinking about how to prepare and how to practice without creating stress, without creating more tension, without practicing from fear. We're repeating difficult passages endlessly without analyzing the problem. We are creating a lot of physical tension that can lead to performance injuries. So let's play a game and let's discover how end gaining feels in your body. And I'm going to ask you to sit up straight with the instructions that most people normally get. Chin up, chest up, shoulders back and down. Nice flat stomach, tensing your body to sit up straight basically, and observe how you feel right now. Hopefully you notice that this way of sitting up straight is splitting your back into two parts, is tensing up your body so that your breathing is high and shallow and stuck, and that you are really actually feeling a bit like a plank. And so this is a very good example of end gaining in our culture. We think, we shouldn't collapse, so the solution is to sit up straight with a lot of tension. No solution can be good when it actually decreases your comfort, when it interferes with your breathing, when it interferes with your coordination. It cannot be a good solution. So sitting up straight with good posture by tensing up is a very good example of end gaining in our society at the moment for the past 100 years. And it's very difficult to get it out of society again. But I'm trying my best with my Alexander Technique work, with my Think Up Academy, with my Think Up app. End gaining creates stress, creates a feeling of hurry, creates narrow focus, creates tension in your body, and it creates a feeling of time pressure, like you have lack of time. And all this makes you feel really bad, It really makes you irritable, and you start to be snappy at your loved ones, you're creating a lot of tension, so you're not kind to yourself as well. And because of all this short-term thinking, very often we start to not be kind to our planet. And the long-term consequences of all that we can see in our society today. So, the Alexander Technique has an alternative. And the alternative is not about giving up your goals altogether. Of course not. You can have your goals, but it's really about how do you pursue your goals. And you can pursue your goals without endgaining. It's really possible. You can pursue your goals with a long-term perspective, with free breathing, with a soft, gentle, but strong body, with a free body, and with an emotional balanced state. Kind to other people, kind to yourself, and kind to the planet. And the Alexander technique has skills for that. It gives you the means whereby, as Alexander would call it, the means whereby how to get to your goal without losing the long-term sight of what you want, and with the full awareness of your whole body, mind, emotional balance and health. So there are many benefits of overcoming the habit of endgaining. For yourself, it will be improved breathing, much less excess tension, freer movement, much less stress, more balanced life, and also sustainable long-term progress, because you have the means to keep going, to keep improving, to keep freeing yourself up for the rest of your life. It's not really something you learn in a weekend and then you can forget about it. It's really like a means that you apply to your life, for all of your life. You want to be healthy when you're 85. You want to be happy when you're 85. You want to be moving freely still when you're 85. You want to be enjoying life. So I hope this video inspired you to start to observe endgaining in your own life. I hope you can see what endgaining is. And if you have some questions, please drop me a line. And remember to use my app. There are 9 free audio guides in the app and 2 free videos. And you can practice not endgaining, and you can practice applying the means whereby to your life slowly but surely, every day a little bit. And so use it. It's a really practical, wonderful tool. All right, I hope you have a nice day and see you later. Bye.